spectrum of emotions that we have, and there's also a spectrum how you can show them. And face expressions are very interesting for me also as an artist to paint them. Hello, I'm Michelle Schwarzbach. I'm a painter from Berlin. Come in and check out my studio. Since I was a child, I was interested in art, and when I was in school, I was painting on my books and sketching around, and was very interested about colors and textures and observe the world through colors. Usually I have a sketch, but mostly my sketches, I don't use them because in the moment when I create art, I start get new ideas. I was seeing art from Joseph Lorusso. He is a famous artist and painter, and his paintings inspired me to start painting because he's painting usually very realistic, and he's painting the feelings of love and human interactions. So I was inspired by that to start my painting journey. I'm first putting the colors on my board, and sometimes I mix them, but usually I let them like this. I'm absolutely admire Basquiat. He has this fearless and very unfiltered expression in his artworks. The artwork can be chaotic and beautiful at the same time. And this is what I want to have also more in my works, that it can be both without judging it or putting it in only one direction. Then I go into my painting. Where can this painting lead me? Also have a half dry brush to look what effects are starting to come on the canvas. Of course, I'm inspired by other art forms like music and books and nature, and of course emotions that I feel through others and from conversations with people and from interaction with the world around me. Yeah, it's mostly feelings that I get, like a vibe or energy, and this I transform in my paintings and ideas of how I want to do a new artwork. Yeah, Berlin is a very raw and unfiltered city, it's the vibe is here very authentic, and you can be who you want to be, and because you feel free and you can experiment a lot. Yeah, I really like to sit in a U-Bahn and, observe people. I really like to see these moments where people interact with each other. Usually it's depending on the size, of course, and on the feeling, on the mood of the painting, if I feel it's ready. But mostly it's a few days or a week or a month. Of course, if you talk about emotions, it's not only one side. There are spectrum of emotions that we have, and there's also a spectrum how you can show them. And face expressions are very interesting for me also as an artist to paint them. There are not only good and bad emotions, there are also something in between, something unknown, something that you can't put into a box. So it's just what you feel and not what you see. And I want that my art is more felt than seen or understood. When I realize that I get in the state of, I see that my painting is developing and that it's getting alive, and I take a step back and I see that it's completely something new is creating, and of course this feeling of letting my inner world into a painting and getting my energy into that, and it's totally releasing. When I did this or started this painting, it was Corona times, and I felt very trapped and like trapped home and very sad somehow that I can't go out with my friends, and I think we all felt somehow bad. And then I wrote on my painting like these feelings that I had, and it was sadness. So there's written sadness, rebellion, to get out of this like feeling and out of Corona. And somehow the painting helped me. This is how I felt, so I wrote it down. Yeah, I had many exhibitions where people said that they see different stuff what is painted. They saw things that I was never thinking that you can see in my painting, and it's incredibly interesting that we are so different and we see like different stuff. And sometimes people say that they see a feeling, that they get the feeling. And I had also one girl said to me that my paintings reminds her of a dream or dreams that she had, that, you know, when you're waking up and you blurry remember what you dreamed about. And she said this is what she gets like the feeling from my paintings, because it's like you don't really know what is really happening, but you feel that you somehow know main picture or the artwork. I like the perspective of people, and you learn also more with it. You are not only having your vision of a painting, you get also other visions, and this is totally inspiring. And art is about that. Art is about that people can say freely what they think. They like see also stuff that they want to see. And art is about interpretation and is about communication. So yeah, I like to receive feedback. In my paintings, how I said before, I want that people feel more than understand. So I would say I work in an abstract way and are guiding through the energy and vibes that I get from the outside, and put it in a painting and also combine it with my inner world. So they always develop, because I develop and grow as a person also. I have many paintings that I didn't felt like finishing. I was like, now I don't feel like it. And then they were there for a month or for many months. Some were like for years there, and I was then finding them after a year, and I was like, okay, now I feel ready to finish them. Yeah, this canvas with the frame I found on the flea market, and there was like painting before, and I overpainted that and did like this ghosty face with the hand. It was a castle with trees in the background, so it's in front of the castle, and it's the castle ghost, and it's like thinking and looking at the viewer. Finding my style was a process, because I was experimenting a lot. When I started painting, I started with pen and paper, and then I used maps and newspapers. These are the first works that I did. And then I used carbon, then I used graffiti, then I used like acrylics and oil, and it was like a process to find a way in which way I want to paint. I'm still in this process. I don't want to say that I have a certain style. Like, of course, it's abstract, but I would not say that I work only in acrylics or only in oil. I'm giving also textile workshops where people can paint on their jackets and upcycle them. And I find the idea nice that you not only have it at your home hanging, that you're wearing your art, and that you can move, and other people that maybe have nothing to do with art can see you on the street and see this painting and get inspired in a way of a feeling, or they like it. And I see that very often if I wear like my jackets, that people are looking and they're interested and they're like, wow, okay, we don't see that every day. This is one of my jackets that I did. This is textile colors that are waterproof, stay on the clothes, no matter what. Maybe if a tornado comes or not. But yeah, this jacket is called One Way or Another and has like some of my signatures on it and also abstract arts. I have here also one jeans that I did, that you have something new from your old clothes. Next year I will have in February and March new exhibitions in Berlin, and people can stay updated. I have a website and I have Instagram, and there I upload the new exhibitions mostly.